Okay, so to get to Pixlr Editor, we should remember that we got to go to New and all the way down to Pixlr Editor, create and share. It's going to reroute us to a page that looks like this, and we want Pixlr E, and it looks new, right? You're going to create a new Pixlr Editor and title it your band logo. You might even put your band's name. Now for this, you could select a background, but we're not going to. We're going to use a transparent background or a picture background, a picture that we import. So hit create. And from there, I have saved. So go up here to File, Open Image. I've saved an image called Cityscape. I think Cityscape is actually one word, but put it as two. And we're going to add it to this current one. Okay. So here is our image and our background. And let's just double click on this. Actually, do a right click on this. And let's name it background. That way we know that the cityscape is going to operate as our background from now on. And we don't need to mess with any of those things right now. When you're all done, you can actually just click the X. The next image that we're going to bring in, I have saved as, let's say, is Tai Chi JPEG, yes. And I hit open, we're gonna add to current. Okay, and so it actually saved it as the Tai Chi, perfect. Now, let's say I wanna cut out some of these poses. So the first thing that I want to do is I want to get a better look at them. So in order to do that, I'm going to use the magnifier and blow this up a little bit. The first one that we can do is, let's use the wand tool. So the wand select tool. I'm clicked on my Tai Chi image. So I'm not on the background and I'm not on the other layer. So now I'm just going to select, let's do horse stance. Let's click on horse stance and it outlines it. And you can adjust the tolerance, and this is just going to be the amount that is outlined. So for instance, let's adjust the tolerance. Let's say I selected this one right here. Actually, I think that since this is so contrasting, the black and the white, that the tolerance won't be affected as much as if you had like a color image with multiple different colors. So when I click here, I'm going to hit Control X or Command. I'm working from a MacBook, and then I'm going to click out and then Command V. And now when I want to move that around, I can click up here to the Move tool or the Arrange tool, and I can expand them and tilt them as I see fit. And I'll stash that pose in the corner over there. Let's do another one. So let's say for this one, I'm going to use a different cutout feature. Let's use the scissors. Add cutout, and let's cut out as a circle. And I need to be clicked in the Tai Chi image. You always have to be clicked in the image that you're looking to make the edit in. There we go. And so that's going to cut out everything else around it. Now we don't necessarily want that. We want the inverse of that. We want it cut out from the, so we'll go back to history and go to arrange. And so in order to do that, remove from the cutout. So let's say I have that same one. It's going to cut out that image and then leave the rest. You can see like that. Let me click back. Let's do the old lasso tool. So we're going to blow this thing up a little bit and grab the lasso tool right here. And we've used the lasso tool in the past before. For this one, we're going to just lasso around this guy. And then Control X or Command X and Command V. Now I want to trim around it. So in using the eraser and your brush for the eraser, right? If you want to make it more ethereal or like cloud-like, you would use a softer brush. And actually, sometimes I want to use the softer brush just because it masks or like a lot of mistakes. Not masks them, but it hides them a little bit. So we use a softness like that, and then the size of the brush, make it a little bit bigger. And I'm ready. Oh, that's a huge one. Never mind. So made a mistake. Gonna back click. That brush needs to be mucho smaller. So like that. All right, now ready to roll. All right, it should be even smaller than that, but that's all right. And from there, I would just, work my way around. I'd use a smaller brush and then use the magnifier up here a little bit to get even in the more nitty gritty. Smaller brush, and keep doing that until you feel like you've got the amount of perfection that you want. Or that, okay, I could do that all day. I'm not going to do that all day. All right, and I forgot to label these images. So this image is going to be my lasso tool. So I'm going to right click on this one I was using. And I don't know what the name of that stance is, but I use the lasso on it. Lasso and eraser. So I would name that. And then this other one I would name as well. Now I'm going to take the magnifier and move it out a little bit. Now a couple of things. If you here, I can click on this and I can retract and resize the toolbar right here, the navigation, the layer, and the history. It gives me a little bit more canvas space. Let's go through is there anything else? Well, I mean, obviously you know that, using the marquee tool is an important one. So whatever I select using the marquee tool, I can easily, and I could change the shapes with the marquee tool as well. I could do Command X and then Command, why did that not cut it out? Let's do this. Oh, I'm not clicked on the appropriate one again. So Tai Chi, Command X, and then Command V. All right, so you're witnessing me make some mistakes, which is good because hopefully these will serve as troubleshooting for you guys. Okay, the last piece of this puzzle is saving, right? So we're gonna hit save. If you save it as a PNG, it's gonna have that, it's almost like taking an image and pushing it up against a window. It's not gonna have a background. However, in this case, the cityscape doesn't really have a form to it. It's very rectangle in nature. So that's gonna be the background if we do PNG. And then so JPEG and PNG will be pretty much the same thing in this case. PXD is going to allow you to save it and then make edits on it later on by finding it in your Google Drive or finding it on the computer that you're working on. I'm going to pretend as though, and the PXD is awesome because it will save all of your history, will save your layers, everything. However, I feel like I'm done with this one, even though it's not complete. And I'll save it as a JPEG. So you can see right here, as a JPEG, it still has this outline right here. This is great. They give you a little window shot. Whereas this one, this background will not appear. Let's go ahead and download, and this downloaded to my computer. I can then import it to, I don't know what it's saved as, band logo PNG. Okay, I'm gonna upload it. From here, go band logo, and there it is. And it now becomes a part of my Google Drive. And then it is ready to go into Google Classroom. All right, I hope all this helps. Signing off.